Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub for Friday, June 25th. Ian Cameron, Conor Mac, Dutch Boy Fresh, and Skee Profit with us on this Friday, ready to break down the Friday NBA playoff card, which is, of course, Game 2 tonight, Eastern Conference Final. Atlanta Hawks, Milwaukee Bucks. Hawks up 1-0, and already some early series pressure on the Milwaukee Bucks to get back on track and tie up this series tonight in Game 2. We'll break that down in just a sec. Before that, we'll look back at last night and a bounce-back performance from the LA Clippers to get their first win of the series against the Phoenix Suns. And we were all kind of suspect of that line where it was going into that game last night, saying, why is Phoenix -1 when they've won the first two games, when they're getting Chris Paul back in Game 3? And sure enough, it is absolutely, it showed you why they were just -1. It felt like that line was just something didn't look right, feel right, and the Clippers got the job done. Give the Clippers credit. Held the Suns to below 40% shooting, which is obviously a lot better than they played on the defensive end of the court in the first two games. They got a variety of different contributors. Even Zubats, who I've ripped from pillar to post, he had a much better game last night for the Clippers. We'll give him credit. He stood toe-to-toe with Ayton, although Ayton still got his. He had to sweat it a little bit, but we got there 18 points before the Suns rested him once that game got out of reach. But we get there with the Ayton prop over points last night. Phoenix is going to be fine, guys. I mean, it was just one of those games. I think when you get Chris Paul back, there's not a letdown, but everybody relaxes a bit, and you can tell he was had that little bit of a rusty performance early on. He'll be better. The team will be better the next game. I'll probably end up on Phoenix in Game 4, to be honest with you. I'm not convinced this is like the last round or the first round for the Clippers, where all of a sudden they lose the first two and they win the next two. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen this time around. Let's not forget Phoenix led at halftime last night, and if not for that good second half, could have been a different outcome. I think the Suns will have a better game next time out. If you ask me right now, I think this series gets to 3-1 Phoenix after Game 4, more than I believe that it'll be tied 2-2. But we'll get into that more tomorrow when we break down Game 4. Skee, what were your thoughts last night? Game 3, Clippers win. Made you happy because I know you like the Clippers to get the job done.
Yeah, I was silently rooting for the Clippers yesterday. I had a couple claps come out eventually, get excited, get a couple beers flowing. I had a good day. I can't complain at all. I went 3-0, had the Clippers. I saw the starting lineup, and I mentioned if we see Patrick Beverly and Zubac, we already got Chris Paul on the other side. I'm going under. I ran to the window and did that. And Ayton got that last bucket, get over 26.5, so I was happy with that. I think Chris Paul, a little bit of rust there. And Cameron Payne, he was getting hurt, right? Left the game a couple of times. I think Phoenix is going to be all right. You're going to get the Clippers max effort. Ty Lue, like I said, he's great at making adjustments. And we'll see. It's a series. I think the Suns are still going to win, but not going to be as easy as people thought. So we'll see how it continues to go.
Yeah, they're definitely going to win if they win tomorrow, and I think they will. But if they don't, by a chance, and we get to 2-2, then it's open. It's everything's on the table at that point, including for the LA Clippers. But obviously, that'll be a pivotal Game 4 tomorrow. But props to the Clippers for getting the job done, and props to them too for bouncing back and winning after the way they lost Game 2. That was brutal, right? The end of the game, 2 missed free throws by Paul George, the inbounds pass to Ayton that he dunks for the game winner. Just a brutal, heartbreaking way to lose. And to bounce back and play well last night, you give the Clippers credit. Showed a little mental toughness doing that. Dutch, what did you think of last night?
Yeah, real quick, shout out to Angel in the chat, Abby Jackson. I don't remember the motherfucker that said it, but said Dutch smoking mids. Never that. This is that fresh batch for that San Fernando Valley OG. Oh, it's Tony motherfucking James. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll say your name, bro. Yeah, this is a fresh batch of San Fernando Valley OG. It's Fresh Friday. You already know we about to take flight. Yeah, man. Last night, really the only thing I really remember is Zubac's ass just busting ass. He had a double-double at halftime. I couldn't help but think about, my guy Skee and you as well. Ian, y'all called his ass out, and he went and balled out. He outplayed.
He got it.
Yeah, he outplayed DeAndre Ayton to me. He had 16 boards, 15 rebounds. He outplayed him. We cashed, like you mentioned, on that points with DeAndre. A little short on the rebounds. Would have liked to seen him being a little more aggressive in the second half. Chris Paul did go over those assists, but he definitely looked a little shaky on the on the offense when shooting, it was definitely a little rusty there, but he had 12 assists pretty easy. I believe y'all cashed that double-double there too, even with Chris Paul having a bad game. I'm with you, Ian. I'm not worried about the Suns. To me, this is just personally, a hell of a game by the supporting cast. Luke Kennard was big in that second half. And, you got to give all the props in the world to Ty Lue. Started man, put him on CP3. Ty Lue's been so far to me has been made the most changes, has been the most less scared to make the changes. And to me, you probably got to say he's probably done the best coaching job so far in the playoffs. But I still definitely look for Phoenix to handle business. But we seen it coming. Everyone in the world was on the Clippers yesterday. That shit looked like a layup. It's never that easy. Believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
Layup. It was a layup for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was on the Suns. You know what I meant. All right, my bad. Yeah, I was saying everyone was on the Suns, but obviously, the Clippers was the play. Skee had enough balls to put his money on it. I didn't, but hey, it is what it is. But Skee, look at you. Yeah, see, look at him all smiley and shit. He's a Clipper fan now.
He should be smiling. He's had an incredible run in this playoffs. Yeah. He is profit indeed right now. Skee's had a great playoffs
for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been something else. NBA's been good, I think, for everybody on this show, to be honest, all four of us. I mean, for me, it's been consistent. Like for me, I think I've made now, what is it, 1,000 bets in the NBA, like for the 2 seasons combined now. And I think I'm at 54%. Give me that. I'll take that. That's just consistency. That's churning out profit. And I'm happy with that.
5 of us.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Show. We don't want to leave you out, big man. Absolutely.
He put his face on there. He said, "Hey, don't fucking forget about me. I'm the big show."
Yeah, the big show, the big bad show tonight. Absolutely.
Well,
Conor Mac, how about you? Your thoughts on last night?
Yeah, the Clippers, they played well, especially that third quarter. The game was tied at halftime. They did well. I think Lou's done good, but I think Nate McMillan has done a little bit better, but I think both are right there at the coaching jobs here in the playoffs. Zubac, ragging on him, 15 points, 16 boards. He was huge. And the game went under. Reggie Jackson went over. That was good. Ayton. And I didn't bet the Chris Paul, but his double-double hit, I stayed off that. But, yeah, it was a good night for me as well.
Absolutely.
You can't forget about Nate. Can't forget about him.
Yeah, it was not the coaching at Ty Lue. It was the coaching and the excoriation of yours truly, Ian Cameron, that got Ivica Zubac going last night.
You got him rolling.
He heard me, and he said that we can't have that guy on that Pub Sports radio show talking shit about me. I've got to pick my game up. Next, we got
He's tuning in.
Yeah, that's right. He's tuning in. He knows. Ivica.
He knows what's up.
You know what we're talking about. When we call you out, you got to step up, and you did that last night. So props to you here. Salute with my bottle of water. I don't have the hard stuff. It's too early in the day, but we'll get into it later. Next up, we've got Game 2, Atlanta, Milwaukee. We've got the Bucks 8.5-point home favorites, 9 now, starting to show up in some spots. They can't get enough of this Milwaukee team. 226 the total here in this one. I was on Atlanta plus the points the other night. I'm probably going to be on them again here at this number. Look, I know you're going to say Milwaukee bounce back spot. They will play better. I'd expect them to play better for sure, no question. But we're talking about not only winning the game now and bouncing back. We're talking about winning by double digits against an Atlanta team that is tough physically, mentally. You ask Collins and Capella and guys like that, they don't mind scrapping on the boards for rebounds against Giannis and those tall trees of the Bucks. In fact, they did a great job of it in Game 1. And look, Trae Young went off. He's not going to do that again, probably that many points, but he is playing very well. He's going to, even if he gets shut down shooting the ball, he's good enough to be a facilitator as well, get his teammates involved, which he can do. And for Milwaukee, you've just got to bring better defense tonight than you did in Game 1. I think this game could stay under. We talked about Game 1 maybe being an under, and it was frustrating. Trae Young goes off, and then there were some late points that just barely pushed the game over the total. I think tonight could be an under spot. And I'm coming back to Atlanta here, plus the points. As far as props go, I'm going to go with Huerter over points for the Atlanta Hawks tonight. I'm going to go with Trae Young over assists. I'm going to go with rebounding props for the two guys in the paint that have been not scared of Giannis in this series so far. John Collins over rebounds and Clint Capella over rebounds as well tonight for the Atlanta Hawks. I think you're going to see them make a difference in the rebounding battle, just like they did in game one. And for Milwaukee, I'm not going to overthink it or overcomplicate it. Points or for player props, you go with the guys that usually step up at home when they need it in a game like this. Giannis and Chris Middleton are the two guys I think that step up and get the job done. So I like over the point totals for both Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton tonight in this game. Skee Prophet, what do you think here? Game number 2, Bucks and Hawks.
Man, it was something you said in the beginning, and it kind of caught my attention. I think you said Trae Young is not going to go off like he did before. Hey, man, if they keep playing that defense like they did, he is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we all can agree Coach Bud is he's not a great coach. And
yes.
he's no Ty Lue. We don't trust him to make adjustments as quickly. And so, I mean, to start for that game, like, you got people going under the screen on Trae Young all game. Come on, man. Yeah. You're giving them easy step-in threes or
letting him get that floater going, that little floating jumper in the lane. All night long he had that available to him.
No, right. Wide open. He's shimmy shaking before he's shooting his threes. He's so wide open.
If you're going to play Brook Lopez too, I mean, he's going to have floater after floater after floater. So,
yeah.
It's up to the Bucks how many points Trae Young is going to score, if they're going to fix their defense or change it up or do something, or they'll get a 50-piece on their head again tonight. So, you know, just talking about that, I'll get into a player prop. The guy who's not supposed to be on the floor, if Milwaukee's going to have any type of success, Brook Lopez. I like under 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And, I mean, look at the last game. He played, 20 minutes? That's the least amount of minutes he's played the last 2 months. So I think that they kind of see that he doesn't deserve to be out there. Like, they're a lot better when Bobby Portis is there or somebody else who's going to step up and challenge Trae, not let him just get all the way down the lane and throw up a look whenever he wants. So I don't think he's going to see the floor a lot. I like his points, rebounds, assists under. And if I'm looking at other player props, probably would be for the Hawks side, I probably would go Capella, double-double. Something like that sounds pretty good to me. And I think that'll be all for the player props. If I'm going to play on the Milwaukee side, I probably might look towards Giannis rebounds or something like that. Those are the advantages I see for player props. As far as the side, I don't trust Milwaukee. I mean, I feel the same way as I did in game one. I capped it pretty good in game one, and I said Milwaukee would come out early, and I like him on the first half, and I like Atlanta late. I mean, I kind of feel the same way here. I think you're going to get pretty good effort and energy out the gate from Milwaukee. But do I trust them to win by margin, or do I trust them in a clutch situation at the end of the game? Yeah. Negative. So I definitely trust Trae Young a lot more. So I lean towards Atlanta plus the points. And if we're going to look at the total, first halves have been going under for both of these teams damn near all playoffs. I want to say the updated numbers for both teams would probably be something like 20 of the last 25 first half have went under, something like that for both of these teams. Because I know at one point it was 18 and 23, and they just had another first half under last game. So I would look towards that first half under the total, and on the full game, I'll probably lean towards an under game too.
Yeah, I remember someone who opened a couple doors for me into this business years ago, and a big part of why I'm here today, Teddy Covers, said to me many, many years ago about playoff betting. Sometimes when a series starts out mispriced, it remains mispriced for the entire series. And maybe that's the case with this one, that maybe we're just not giving Atlanta their due here, that they're a resilient team. They've been great on the road. They're defending and they're rebounding the battle. They're going for those loose balls on the rebounds. You're seeing Collins and Capella not in awe of Giannis trying to get a rebound right now against him. They've got Trae Young, who's the ultimate general right now on the floor, shooting the ball extremely well, facilitating the ball extremely well, and taking advantage and picking apart this Milwaukee defense and a coach that's apparently not preparing his team well enough for these games. So, look, it was obviously off the mark, the point spread in game one. And some people knee jerk to the zigzag theory that we got a great Milwaukee team bouncing back, trying to avoid going down 2-0 at home. Let's lay the points. Problem is, I don't want to lay this many points. And maybe Atlanta's just being undervalued again. So I'm on the Hawks again as well, plus the points tonight. Dutch, what do you think?
Yeah, shout out to Nathan, Rainbow to God, Chris Lane, and TJ, man. Get off my dick, bro. Shit, goddamn. Well, you want to ride somebody's dick, ride Trae Young. Get off my shit. But yeah, on to that. I don't believe Trae Young's gonna have a great night tonight. I think Drew Holiday will take it personally. I'm not counting on. I am a little bit with. I need a coach to make sure he tells these motherfuckers step up on those screens. But I need Drew, Forbes, Connaughton, Tucker, whoever's guarding that guy. You know, that little motherfucker Young, to just at least get through them screens a little bit and from the referee perspective, allow them to play defense on him like they do, like they allow Patrick Beverly to play defense on Book, like we be seeing the last 2 games, bodying him up full court. They don't be calling that little tic-tac pussy shit. Shout out to Mally Mal. You know, they don't be calling that bullshit. Let him play some fucking basketball, and he's not going to get off for 30+. I'm not going under. I ain't going to do that because we know these referees and Trae, they best fucking friends in the NBA. But, you know, I do expect Holiday to take it a little more personal tonight, and I'm going to stay off the over 19.5 because I simply believe he's going to go 110 on defense. I do believe he'll get 20, but I'm not going to take that. I do look at Middleton to go over 2.5 threes. It's -115. His points are at 23.5, 24. Anytime he's got over that, he's had at least 3 threes. In 5 out of the 7 games versus Brooklyn, he had over three threes or more. So I look for him to get over 2.5 threes. That to me is probably the best look on the board. I definitely like Milwaukee early though. To me, this is the smash spot for Milwaukee. But after what I've seen in game 1, I agree with everyone on the panel. It's a little difficult to go up there and load up on Milwaukee. But, you know, I do like him first half -5. I do think Milwaukee will come out hungry, knock down some fucking threes. But more importantly, if the threes don't go in, I need Middleton to keep shooting those motherfuckers. But everybody else, go to the hole. Giannis has done well at, you know, he only had 2 3-pointer attempts, I believe, in game 1. Go to the hole. Continue that. I expect a big, big game from Giannis tonight, 35+. But you do not have to shoot 20 to 25 threes if you're shooting 20 to 25% from the field. You know, just attack. You tell me who's stopping them inside. Drew Holiday can get to the hole at will. Giannis can get to the hole at will. And Middle can do what he wants. He just got to make the motherfucking shots. So I definitely look for the defense to play a bigger role tonight. I look for Milwaukee to out-rebound Atlanta like they should.
Yeah, that's the key.
And they have to win this game at home. It's a must-win for Milwaukee. I'll stay away from the full game, but I do like Milwaukee Bucks first half.
There you go, Milwaukee Bucks -5 spot in the first half of this one. And I saw that in the one of our commenters. We'll run down everybody in the chat after this, but can't get right. Scott Foster, one of the refs tonight. Yeah, oh boy. It's exactly my reaction. I knew it was time for him to ref a game in this series because he did the Suns game the other night. They got to bring it star of the night at the end with a million replays. And look at me making these calls here at the end. And here I knew he was due to do a game in this series, and tonight looks like it's going to be the night. Scott Foster in Milwaukee tonight for game 2. Oh joy, my life is now complete. Scott Foster's reffing a game in this series. Conor Mac, what do you think here? Game 2.
Yeah, all the refs, they got to, bring him back or rotate him, especially in between series. In between series is like, this guy again. But yeah, you guys touched on it. If you like the Bucks, it'd be early because that team just fade late. You mentioned it, Dutch. I think the boards were a big deal. Capella and Collins, and that's what I'll get to. Collins, he's my guy in the props. He's kind of been Reggie Jackson here at the Clippers for me. You can go over his points, over his rebounds, over 9.5. You do points, rebounds, his double-doubles at +105, however you want to do it. I think he's the guy. He's kind of the engine that gets in and out. He's getting rebounds. He can shoot it, other than Trae Young, of course. And I don't know, Trae Young, they bumped it up to 30. He's got to score about 30 for the Hawks to win. But I don't know if I want to take his over again, but they've already moved it to 30.5. That was it prop-wise. Give me the Hawks. Give me 9 points. These Bucks can't do it in clutch. No way, no how. And I leaned under as well. They from 2, the field goals were good in game 1, but 3, they didn't shoot it well. But a lot of free throws, and it got over by a couple of points. So I lean under in this one, but I'm on the Hawks +8.5.
All right, there we go. Hawks +8.5, leaning under. Likes John Collins from a props standpoint tonight as well in this one. All right, great stuff from Dutch, Connor, and Skee. We'll get to our best bets. We'll get to Dutch's freshest look in just a moment. But first, messages from both Manscaped and Southtown 101. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, check them out. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke as well. Southtown 101, San Antonio. Manscaped, promo code Pub Sports, 20% off your purchase. The brand new Lawnmower 4.0, the highlight product at Manscaped, and you can get 20% off your purchase by using the promo code Pub Sports. MyBookie.ag, promo code Pub Sports. NFL on the way, college football on the way, just a couple months away. We've still got NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball on a daily basis. So go check out mybookie.ag. Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit as well. Mybookie.ag. Use the promo code PubSports. All right, let's get to it. Best bets for Game 2, Atlanta, Milwaukee. Skee, what do you like?
Earlier when we were doing the show, I saw a comment say a few comments say they're enjoying my props, so I'll go with the prop. I'll go that Brook Lopez under 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He has no business being on the floor. 20 minutes last game. Hey, I could see even less this game or something like that. So like Lopez under.
Yeah, Skee would think 20 minutes too many last game for Brook Lopez in that game. So under 16.5 points. And yeah, if you believe he's not going to play less, those are some good props to take advantage of when you look at unders. If you really believe the coach is going to say, you know what, I can't win with this guy, or I can't have him on the floor, it's not a good matchup, and you think he's going to play less, those can be good under bets. So Skee liking Brook Lopez under 16.5 points for his best bet. Dutch, what do you like freshest look?
Yeah, man, real quick. If y'all digging the content, just hit the like button real quick. Like everybody in the chat, everyone watching, just smash that motherfucking like button. Share the video if you can. Muchly appreciated. But yeah, man, freshest look. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna load up on Milwaukee Bucks first half. That's right, -5. Skee love that shit, bro. He love it. Milwaukee Bucks -5 first half. Fear the motherfucking deer early, all right? And keep John Collins off the motherfucking dunks. He can do it late. He can do them late, C-Mac, but not early. Because those dunks, they be game-changing, man. Those dunks be fucking for real. As soon as he gets one of those, you're like, oh, shit. So keep his ass off the motherfucking glass early, and let's get that -5. Good money.
All right, Milwaukee Bucks -5 first half. Freshest look for Dutch. Conor Mac, what do you like for best bet?
Yeah, I forgot to mention, maybe the Bucks get something off the bench, man. I was looking because Bryn Forbes over 1.5 threes is +155. This guy can shoot. He shot 45% all year and averaged 10 points a game. He's been nowhere. Yeah, so but he's a guy maybe, I mean, they could use, especially lately. He hasn't done anything. Maybe he gets more minutes. But my best bet, take the Hawks +8.5. I like the under 2, but just give me the 8.5 with the Hawks here.
All right, Atlanta +8.5. Best bet for Conor Mac. I had last best bet in this series for me was Atlanta plus the points, but I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to go player prop tonight. I'm going to go Chris Middleton over 23.5 points. This is usually the spot where you get him bouncing back. He didn't play great, didn't shoot great in game 1. Usually in spot, we've seen in the Brooklyn series, there was a bad game for him one night, especially at home. Shot the ball a lot better. He's had some 30-point nights in that last series. I think he'll get high 20s or 30s tonight. So I like over 23.5 points. Chris Middleton. That'll be my best bet for.
I like that a lot.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Yeah, get that 3 going.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. And the over 2.5 threes is worth a look.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. So we need we need that to pop off tonight, Ian.
I think so. I think that's a good way to go with Middleton as well. Great stuff from everybody in the chat. Thanks to everyone joining us. The Hook, Rainbow the God, Nathan Shellhammer, Eric Chang, Rick the Ruler, The Hook, Johnny K, Whale Capper. Holy mackerel. Good to see Whale Capper in the chat. Harold Williams, Abby Jackson, Mark Unkefer, Jeff Joseph, Mally Mao, North Ender, 586 Soldier, Don't Panic, Razor Sharp, Brad Hunt, Can't Get Right, Viper NB, The Hook, Harold Williams, John Lee, Chris Brady. Thanks for the dono earlier today from Chris Brady during our baseball show. The channel, we all appreciate that for sure. You guys pitch like that. John Chow, Astute Chaos, Walla Walla Dose. Everybody else in the chat join us. Johnny K, I think we got just about Turnsies in the chat. Jefferson C, we appreciate it. Everybody, thanks for joining us here on the NBA Pub Hub. We'll be back with you tomorrow, Saturday. Remember the weekend start time, though, earlier in the day, 1:00 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be with you tomorrow, and we'll talk Game 4, Suns-Clippers, pivotal game, the swing game. It's either going to be 2-2 or 3-1 Suns. Yeah. Huge game tomorrow. We'll break it down on Saturday right here on the NBA Pub Up for Skee Profit, for Conor Mac, for Dutch Boy Fresh. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Friday night. Enjoy game 2, Hawks, Bucks. And we'll see you again tomorrow on Saturday, once again, for the NBA Pub Up. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. Salute to the real ones. The chat, we always got much love for y'all. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share the video if you can. We're going in and we're coming out with the motherfucking bag. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest.
Get it. We be pumping! Go.